Welcome back to Slushie Review. This is Keith Anderson.
And this is Chris Richards.
And we are continuing our Star Wars saga with Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Yes.
I almost forgot the name.
But that's a good sign.
Sorry.
Finishing up the original trilogy.
This is...
I know you're thankful for.
I mean...
At least a little bit, I know you are.
It's okay. I mean, I'm not... Listen, it's Star Wars.
Okay is all I can ask for, and it is Star Wars.
It is Star Wars. I love Star Wars.
We're still in the good ones, as some fans would have you think. The only good ones.
I was trying to stay away from them today, but we're talking about the only trilogies. Where's my mind at?
I will not give those dirtbags a rest.
Original trilogy. Yeah, no, they're the worst.
Oh, those honestly. Original trilogy simps. Not a fan.
Fucking based.
I guess I am in this.
Look
at us.
Look at us.
Who would have thought?
Look at us.
Using in the parlance of our times.
Gotta ride the bull, man.
You got Red Bull in there? Sounds like a guy who's got to ride the bull, you know?
We're on a toner as well. Either way. Oh, shit. Classic. Yes, Return of the Jedi. Finished the original trilogy. Exciting. Yeah. That's all I got. I guess we should get into it.
We got a little more.
Yeah. 5.8. No, I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
That's a high score for us.
I get it.
Out of 5.
Total between the three. 5.
The cumulative score for the trilogy.
I'll tell you what, I got a 0.8. Buzz, your girlfriend. Whoa.
That was your trilogy.
Oh, okay. Thank you for listening. We definitely appreciate it. Make sure you follow us at Slushie Review on Twitter at Slushie Review. You can also check us out on YouTube. Just search Slushie Review. We pop up. We're the first result. And then check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. And also, coming soon, Instagram. Follow us on IG.
The gram.
At Slushie Review Podcast.
Yes.
We just started it. Need some followers. Need some likes. All right. So let's go ahead and start with the plot of Return of the Jedi. Young Chris.
All right. So this is the part where I would give you the plot. But first, I'm going to tell you that this week's episode is not brought to you with slushies because... apparently, there's like some kind of a curfew in effect or something around here all of a sudden.
All of a sudden.
That, you can't go out at midnight on a Sunday and find an open gas station that has a slushie machine.
Mm-mm.
So, because I wanted to be a good neighbor and not run a blender at midnight or later in my apartment, we're going slushie-less. We're just having alcohol instead.
Alcohol review.
Yes.
So much more fun.
Something I want to tell you about this movie. I think it's terrific.
How about here?
You're not driving though, right?
No.
Okay. I'm walking. All right, here's the plot. Now that we got that out of the way.
Fair.
Because thanks for nothing.
I forgot, and I was like, not that I thought I was drinking slushie, but I forgot to talk about it.
Yeah, that's all right. I didn't.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
That's why.
Yeah.
Because fuck them, that's why.
Same.
Okay, plot. At the end of the last one, at the end of Empire Strikes Back, since that was a whole other movie ago, I'll refresh you. Nothing was looking too good for the Rebels, for the Rebel Alliance. Han Solo is frozen in carbonite, and he is now being displayed like a trophy on a shelf in a fat man's palace named Jabba the Hutt, this big gangster. And just got him on display, even though he owed him a ton of money.
He did.
And I think wanted him dead at a certain... He did want him dead at a certain point. Or wanted his money bad enough that he sent people that were willing to kill him. He's like, I'll just freeze him and keep him on the wall there.
I wonder if it was like a statement. Gangsters, they gotta have a statement.
I guess.
They gotta be like, hey, this is gonna happen.
Yep.
Either this or death.
It's fair.
Maybe. I don't know.
Even though I think at some point there was, if I remember right, I want to say I heard something that said that Han Solo's character was supposed to die. Or was like planned to die. Or that he wanted out. Or something along those lines. And so they froze him as a way of maybe not bringing him back if they didn't have to.
Fair.
But he got frozen. And every one of the main characters finds their way to Jabba's palace to try to save him. Lando's already there in disguise. Chewie is brought in there by Leia in disguise as an offering. Or no, it's like to collect the bounty on him.
Yeah.
And then, she gets in the good graces of Jabba by doing that and sneaks back in to try to save Han. She gets caught.
Boom.
R2 and 3PO showed up before any of them. And we're like, oh, hey, let's be peaceful about this. Also, you own us now. Surprise to us. You're our new owner. And here's a message from Luke that's saying, if you don't play ball, he's going to come kill you. He didn't play ball. He killed him. Luke came in and killed everybody, almost.
Yeah.
Whether directly or indirectly. Boba Fett died. He didn't die. Boba Fett got taken out by a blind Han Solo. If you haven't seen The Mandalorian yet, you're wrong and I hate you. But, spoiler alert, Boba Fett's been alive for the last 30 years in a sand monster's tummy.
Has it been 30 years in The Mandalorian, though?
I don't know. No, it hasn't, because Luke looks the fucking same. So it's been at least a little
6
time.
months.
Sure. 6 months to a year? I don't know. Luke doesn't look different at all, and no one else has shown up. And R2 looks the same. R2-D2 hasn't aged a day in Mandalorian, so it's got to be.
Good for him.
It's got to be.
Good for that man, robot.
Doctors hate him. You got to learn his secrets. But everyone rescues everybody from Jabba's palace. Everybody blows up all the bad guys. They get out of there. Luke goes back to hopefully complete his training with Yoda. Yoda's like, I'm too old for this shit.
Yep. Danny Glover.
I'm dying because now I'm sick and old, and you waited too long, and now I'm gonna die. By the way, he doesn't even tell her he has a sister.
No, he doesn't.
Didn't tell him he has a sister. He just says, there's another Skywalker. Now I'm dead.
Yeah.
And he fades away, and his blanket falls, and I got a little sad.
Aww.
After he gets his jabs in about him, like, oh, you should have finished your training. You didn't. And too bad nobody told you to do that first. All right, now I'm going to go die. And then Obi-Wan came out and was like, oh, hey, you got a sister. Who's the only woman in space? Oh, it's got to be Leia. It's got to be her. Oh, shit, we made out. Lasts like a whole 30 seconds, but they probably felt bad about that. And then he kissed her again later in the movie. For a little longer than he probably should have kissed a sister, but
It looked like it.
It looked like it. It wasn't a great angle.
It wasn't. Like I said, they should have zoomed in.
Yeah.
Because still.
Yeah. But Luke goes back, rejoins with the Rebel Alliance, who is planning their assault on the new Death Star, which is still under construction.
Per usual.
Yeah. Death Stars, man. 2-in-1 trilogy.
They're hard to come by.
Not that hard, I guess.
Apparently not.
It's a whole movie for him to get a new one.
They're hard to be fully operational.
Yeah, in this one. They decide they're going to split everybody up again. Lando's going to lead the assault on the Death Star in the Millennium Falcon. Han is in charge of the ground patrol. So it's him, Luke, Leia, Chewie, R2 and C-3PO. So all the other main characters. Go to the forest moon of Endor to shut down the shield generator. They're not even there yet, and Luke's like, this is a bad idea because Vader's there. Going anyway. I'm just going to give myself up to him after we meet some teddy bear people.
Oh, okay.
And C-3PO finds out he may or may not be God.
Fair. Rightfully so.
Great stuff. Because I love C-3PO, so anything that glorifies him a little bit, I'm going to love. There's a big clash on Endor. There's a space fight in space. And there's a lightsaber fight also on Endor. Or no, on the Death Star.
Yeah.
Because that's where Luke is. All these three things are happening at once near the end of the movie. I won't tell you how it ends, but the good guys win and Vader dies, and he takes his mask off because he has his rights, and that's the plot.
There it is.
He gets his redemption, if you think that's how that works.
Yeah,
more on that later.
That's funny,
but that's the plot.
Yeah,
more or less.
That's fair.
So I will hand it back to you for the cast, Keith.
And I will take it.
Taking it, giving it back, turning it into a snake.
So most of the same people are back again for the last of the original trilogy. So we're going to fly through some of these people. We have a young Mark Hamill after the car accident, Luke Skywalker. We have Harrison Air Force One Ford.
Hey. Get off my plane.
Back as a hand scoundrel Solo. Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia. She's here. She's back scantily clad in this one for probably almost half the film.
Good for a good amount of it.
Yeah,
at the beginning.
I guess it may not have.
Maybe like a third.
A quarter.
Okay.
Maybe a quarter. She has basically no clothes on.
Long enough to give a lot of nerds a lot of boners.
As far as I can tell. I can't tell. But as far as I
hope this didn't awaken anything in anybody. Because I guarantee you it did.
Yes, apparently. Let's see. Back again. Cool as the other side of the pillow. Billy D. Williams.
I thought you were going to say Anthony Daniels.
Nope. He got a young Lando Calrissian. Anthony Daniels back as C-3PO.
Hey.
Peter Mayhew back as Chewbacca. We Ian McDiarmid as the Emperor.
Yes.
Not Palpatine, but as the Emperor.
The Emperor.
Frank Oz is dying Yoda.
He should have been in there to read his own will. Isn't that?
Yeah. I forgot I told you about that. Knives Out. Go watch it. Young Chris just watched it recently.
So good.
Knives Out is a great movie. Frank Oz, Yoda is in it. He's an idiot, by the way.
He's not a puppet.
He was
hilarious. He was great.
Let's see. Another voice actor, James Earl Jones, Darth Vader. Do I have to say Anakin? I don't know who this guy is. I don't care to say it.
Well, there was
Sebastian Shaw.
So there was 3 people playing Vader.
Yeah.
And 2 people playing Anakin, technically, depending how you want to look at it.
3 people still. Man.
Oh yeah, or 4. If you throw Hayden Christensen's ghost in at the end. Yeah. That's what I was only counting him and the egg guy when he took his helmet off.
That's fair. So okay, so as we said before, spoiler alert from a 1983 movie, Darth Vader dies. Well, he gets injured. He chooses the light side finally, and he takes his helmet off.
Long enough.
And he is an actor by the name of Sebastian Shaw. The guy who plays Vader with the helmet on is David Prowse, who unfortunately just passed away recently.
Yep.
He played Darth Vader with the helmet on and a full body suit. And the voice of all that is James Earl Jones. And then at the end of Return of the Jedi, there is a Force ghost of Anakin Skywalker, Hayden Christensen.
Didn't used to be him, but they changed it to be him. Yep.
It's the only ones that are available that I know of.
Yeah, so it really might as well have always been him at this point.
As far as I knew.
Yeah.
But I knew it wasn't, though, because I've seen the TV version.
Yeah.
And they did Hayden Christensen way later.
Yeah.
So, or no, have I seen the TV? No, I don't think I did. I think I saw a video of it.
Yeah.
I think someone showed me a video of it because I saw Return of the Jedi for the first time this year, 2020, not 2021. So this is my second time watching it.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't seen it more than twice. So that's why I was just watching like, oh, okay, I didn't know any of this. Darth Vader? Who's that? No.
Who's this new guy?
Same. Let's see. Back again, we have Kenny Baker, R2-D2. He also plays somebody named Paplo. I'm assuming that's an Ewok.
Probably.
We also have Alec Guinness as Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's a ghost in the whole show.
Yep.
Let's see, who else do we have? Warwick Davis.
The man gets work.
The man does get work. So can I just say, I thought I was right. When you go to the Return of the Jedi page, they show on IMDb, they show pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this picture of a kid. I was like, who the fuck is this? And I'm like, oh, okay. I remember you telling me there were kids in the
I thought some of them were.
That's Ewoks, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Warwick Davis is the guy.
Oh.
He's a kid.
Dang.
He's 13.
What?
He was born in 1970. I just checked.
Oh, wow.
So all the work he's been doing, he's been a child.
Good for him.
He's not. He just turned 50.
Good for him.
So.
Because he's still out there and shit.
He was in The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's amazing. I love it.
Good for him.
He was 13. He's been in Star Wars since he was. Was he in the one before? Maybe. I don't remember if we looked.
I don't know. I mean, we know for sure he was in this one.
He was in this one, so 83.
So he's been in it for 47 years. Apparently, he's been Or no, that's not how math works. 37 years. He's been.
I love it.
It's been in existence that he was been in the Star Wars universe.
He has been in the Star Wars forever.
Good for him.
And then he was in the prequels.
Yep.
As 18 different people.
Yep.
As we noticed.
He was in Solo.
And he's in The Force Awakens. Oh, he was
remember
in
that
Solo.
one dude took his mask off and it was just like straight up Warwick Davis.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Warwick's got money, guys.
I hope so.
He has to.
I hope he's not out there Nicolas Caging it, buying Batmobiles and property in other countries that he can't legally own and islands and all kinds of dumb shit.
This is why I assume that I'm not rich, because I think I would do something like that.
Right. Oh, side note. Have you seen those commercials where it's Paul Giamatti is like a financial advisor to like some celebrity, and I'm pretty sure it's Kieran Culkin, Wallace Wells.
No.
He's like buying cars and shit.
No.
And like, because I think there was a couple where it was just Paul Giamatti on the phone with somebody. He's like, "Oh, you bought that? That's not good. That's not good." And he's like, "Oh, I bought whatever car brand it's on." So I was like, "Oh, that's a good investment." And then, like another commercial they actually show, I'm pretty sure it's Kieran Culkin. And I was like, I got to talk to Keith about this because
That's funny.
Because it's Wallace and we love him.
So.
Unless it's Macaulay Culkin, and I just can't tell the two apart.
No,
I don't think it is.
They look extremely different.
I'm pretty sure it's Wallace.
So, funnily enough, speaking of Culkin, me and my girlfriend had to look up some Culkins the other day. Scream 4 has a Culkin in it.
Who?
And here's the thing. She was like...
Wait, there's more than two.
Yes. I knew that. Here's the thing.
They're out there like the Wayans brothers at this point.
Yeah.
All these Culkins
Absolutely.
running around.
So I was watching this show, and I was like, hey, so my girlfriend was like, hey, look who that is. And she was like, oh, from Scott Pilgrim. I'm like, yeah. Then I was like, no. This isn't the guy. I was like, no. I'm almost certain this is Rory Culkin. Rory.
Okay.
Rory Culkin. I was like, he's either a cousin or the smallest, youngest brother. I was like, I don't remember which is which. And so we had to look it up. Macaulay Culkin was born in 1980. Kieran Culkin was born in 1982 or 3. And Rory Culkin was born in like 1987 or something.
Huh.
And I knew who Rory was because he's in this movie. He was in Scream 4. He was in... Fuck, I just looked it up. I would have to look it up again, but he's in like a ton of other movies though. But he's like the youngest brother of all of them, and he still gets work.
See, I didn't know there was more than one until Scott Pilgrim came out, and then I saw Kieran Culkin.
Home Alone. Kieran Culkin was in it.
Yeah, was it Fuller, the little kid that drinks the Pepsi?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was him until much later in life.
Yes.
And I think you might even been the one that told me that.
Maybe.
But yeah,
probably when we did Scott Pilgrim.
Probably.
Honestly.
But yeah, I didn't know that. And then this is blowing my mind that there's a third one out there.
So it's funny because I was like, oh yeah, that's right. So I was telling my girlfriend I was wrong, but I was telling her, I was like, hey, I was like, yeah, I think this is the kid that was in The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin. And I was like, or maybe it was Kieran, and I couldn't remember. So Macaulay Culkin was in The Good Son. You ever seen that? Mm-mm. So The Good Son is about Macaulay Culkin's parents die or something like that. So he has to go live with his aunt.
Bad luck with parents.
Same. He has to go live with his aunt and his cousin. Well, Macaulay Culkin, I think, killed his parents, and they don't know, right? Something like that. I don't remember.
Oh, maybe you've told me about this. It sounds somewhat familiar.
So he does a lot of bullshit. Like, he kills, like, a dog or something, but he blames it on his cousin. And I thought his cousin was Kieran Culkin, like, in the movie, or Rory Culkin, but it wasn't. It's Elijah Wood. Yes.
Frodo.
I forgot about that. And I was like, wait, I think it's Elijah Wood. And I looked it up and I was like, it is Elijah Wood.
Mr.
He's the
Frodo.
cousin. Yep. And at the end of the movie, he's fighting the cousin, trying to kill him. And the mom, because they believe Macaulay because his parents died. So they're like, he obviously isn't doing this bullshit. You're doing it. I don't know why you're acting out. You just want attention because there's a new kid here. And obviously she finds out at the end of the movie that that's not the case. And at the end of the movie, they're fighting. They live off, like, I don't want to say like oceanside, beachside, but there's like a cliff. And it's like a huge cliff. And they're fighting on it. And then the two kids like fall to the side of the cliff and she has to save them. But she only has enough strength to save one. And Macaulay Culkin's like, please save me. Her son is like, save me. But he's like, please. And she thinks about it. And then she picks him up and tosses him off the cliff. And
Who?
Macaulay Culkin.
Okay.
Oh, Macaulay Culkin dies. Absolutely, he does.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Because he deserved it.
Wow.
He deserved it. Like honestly, I think she saves her son, and then she tries to go back, and he's like, "Save me!" Blah blah. And then he does something like, as he's getting saved,
like pull a knife on her, or
something like that.
What?
Honestly, I do think it's something like that. And then she's just like, "Yeah, I'm out."
Damn.
Yeah. Crazy.
Maybe I gotta see this movie. The ending at least sounds interesting.
And then, whole nother side note. Then I looked up Macaulay Culkin's acting. Okay, 1989 he was in like Uncle Buck, or 1988. Home Alone was 1990. My Girl was 1991. Home Alone 2 was 1992.
Busy couple years.
Let's see. Richie Rich was 1992 as well. Page Master was 1993.
Man, that's a movie.
Same. That's exactly what I said.
That's a movie I haven't seen since 1993.
Yep. Getting Even with Dad was 1994.
Never seen that.
It's with Ted Danson. It's amazing. It's
Ted Danson.
Amazing movie. Oh, it's so good. He's a thief, and his son finds out he's a thief, and so he tries to stop him. He's I would say a legitimate dad, but he doesn't really mess with his son.
Okay.
He's just like, nah, fuck you. Macaulay Culkin's like, nah, I'm not a dad. And his ex-wife drops off her son so she can go get Hitch. And she's like, yeah, I don't want kids anymore. You got them. And he just got out of jail. So he's like, what am I gonna do with this or whatever? It's a whole thing. It's amazing. So he's in that, and then then it shows like he's in like Michael Jackson videos, like 3 of them, and then there's no acting for like 15 years. I was like, first off, that's a run. That is a run. Home Alone, My Girl, Home Alone 2, right there, I'm out.
I'm retiring, boys.
That's why I posted that thing about the bees. I was like, this is funny. Yeah, so either way, back to Star Wars. Warwick Davis, that's what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah, we got way off base. Because of me.
It's okay. It's okay.
I got us talking about Culkins.
Fair. Let's see. Jeremy Bulloch is Boba Fett. Unfortunately, in real life, he passed away recently as well. Let's see. There's somebody else I know we talked about, and I don't remember who it was. Or was it Warwick Davis? Maybe it was.
Probably.
I think it was. Oh, Tony Cox was an Ewok. Of course.
Who?
I'll show you a picture of him. This guy.
Oh.
He's in Bad Santa.
I know him from that, and that's about it. At least that like springs to mind. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Yep, he's in Bad Santa. He's also in the original Friday movie.
That's been a long time since I've seen that.
He's the he lives across the street from Ice Cube, and his wife is cheating on him with Bernie Mac. And like he throws her clothes out on the lawn and stuff, and chases her out with a bat. It's hilarious. It's such a good. He's so funny.
It's hilarious.
But yeah, so he's in it. So there's a lot of Ewoks in this thing.
Oh, I bet.
Ton. Oh my god! Like they literally have probably about 50. No lie. I feel like every what's the word, little person is literally in this movie because like all that is Ewoks.
Oh dang!
I'm not even done.
Oh,
still.
Oh, oh my.
Yes. So I mean, good for them. I mean, I'm not even mad at them, but that's what's up.
No, get your money, get your work. Why not?
Listen, I wish it was me. You know,
they've all been in at least one more movie than I will ever be in my life.
That is also fun. Hey, that's not. You never know.
We'll see.
You never know. You're gonna blow up off this. I think that's it. Is there anybody else I'm missing?
I don't think so.
We said Hayden Christensen.
Yep.
That's it. Obi-Wan came back. Yoda came back as a ghost.
Yeah, because I don't think Jabba was anybody like famous or.
Yeah, I didn't even see. I think that was just robots.
Because I think it was more puppeting, but that might have been Frank Oz also. I'm not sure.
That's fair. There's a voice, somebody named Larry Ward, but his picture on IMDb is of Jabba the Hutt.
But
so there's that. Okay, so that was the cast, and that was also the Culkin history.
Nice. I'm all right with it.
Let's get to our likes. Do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay. Return of the Jedi. First like, Darth Vader. He is, I'm pretty sure he's the first person we see. And then it goes to
I think you're right.
Then it goes to Tatooine after that.
Yeah.
Because it shows him, he does something, he's walking because they play his music.
He gets off his shuttle.
Yeah. And they play his music, and that's the reason why I wrote it down, because they play his music, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Can't use him as a gimme anymore after this episode.
Yeah, I can.
He's not in anymore.
Force Awakens, Darth Vader's helmet.
Oh, that's
How about that? No, I didn't write that, but it's in there now. It's in the ether.
It's gotta be.
Type in as we speak.
There we go.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I can't. But
okay, well then after that one, he's not in anymore.
Is he not? Yeah, he is. Rise of Skywalker.
I mean, like Darth Vader himself, like his personage doesn't appear, does he? I've only saw it the one time, so it's been a minute.
His voice appears in Rise of Skywalker, and then the helmet appears again.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, it shows how much I don't remember about Star Wars, apparently. So.
It's okay, though. It's all right. But listen, we're going to... You're not a real fan if you don't hate it.
But I'm not a real fan.
Same. So, yes, Darth Vader. Darth Vader's amazing. He's so good in this movie. But, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. One thing I did like about Return of the Jedi is I wrote different characters / introduction. It's an introduction of all these new characters. Like, so the thing about Star Wars is that it's a vast, vast universe. Like, I understand that. And if you think about the prequels and the sequel trilogy, it's like, okay, that's a lot. But in the first Star Wars, there wasn't really a lot. There was just the main characters. There were a couple side characters. There were a couple background characters, but a lot of it was, I believe, animatronics. Yep. Maybe it was puppets.
There's a lot of puppets and animatronics.
In this one, there's a lot of people inside of these costumes. And I think that's just, it's inventive.
Yeah.
It's something that I'm like, okay, I like that. And they look different. They all look different. They all don't look the same. And honestly, it's just genius, like how he can introduce so many different people. For example, the one guy who looks like I don't know, I don't watch Dragon Ball Z, but he looks like a Dragon Ball Z character / Patrick Star. But then he was also in The Mandalorian, that guy, the pink guy, who didn't die on Boba Fett.
Oh, shit. What's his name? Bib Fortuna.
Oh, that's who that is? I didn't know his name.
If I remember his name correctly, that's the guy I'm thinking of.
B.I.B., yep, you're right. I saw it on the cast list and I didn't know who it was, so I was like, whatever. He was high up too. I guess I should have said it. Fuck it. But yeah, like that's a brand new character that we just see for the first time, and then they bring him back in The Mandalorian. I think that's amazing. Like, yeah. So people can see, and it's funny because I was like, who is this guy when I saw The Mandalorian? Because again, the original trilogy I don't necessarily like, and I haven't seen it that much. So I didn't recognize I understood who he was, but I didn't recognize him. So I wasn't like, hey, that's the guy from this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I definitely was. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah. Wait, he's alive? Okay.
The fact that people know that, I think that's amazing. So to bring out something in 1983 and then we remember it in 2020, that's kind of genius.
Yeah, because he wasn't a tiny part, but he wasn't a huge part of the movie. He
wasn't
by any
a huge
stretch.
part. No, he got some Jedi mind trick played on him, and then that was it.
Yeah, he got played real good.
Yeah, he did, and then that was it.
Yeah.
There was nothing else. There was no other. I don't think he had any other lines. So it was just like that, and then the Mandalorian. Everybody remembers him. It's crazy. So I think that's just. I like that. I was like, okay, cool. Indoor. So on Indoor, two things. Sorry, I'm looking at a different like, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. I write stuff down, and I'm like, I should have wrote a description, but I didn't. But either way, that's the next like. This like, it's actually 2 likes. I wrote the Speeder Troopers. I think they look sweet.
Yeah.
And the Speeder Chase, I think was sweet. I was like, oh, this is the action I want to see. This is good. This is
a tough level in the arcade game.
I'm sure.
Tough. Like the whole fucking arcade game. I mean, arcade games are usually designed to be hard so you can take all your money.
Same.
The Star Wars one was no fucking different.
No, I was just okay, I like this. Yeah. And it looked pretty real. It didn't look fake. Like there was a part where I was like, okay. But but at the same time, I'm like, man, it was 1983. This looks good for 1983.
Because that was also like a real forest setting.
Oh, was it?
Because they mentioned it in Parks and Rec. When Ben and Leslie are in like this redwood forest. I forget where they're at.
Oh,
and Ben's like he's like trying to talk her into like moving out there. He's like, wait, this is Endor. I'm on Endor.
Oh,
this is
yes,
the forest that they used. And I was like, yeah.
He like stops and looks
he
around.
like stops. He's like, wait a minute. He's in the middle of like a speech. He's like, wait a minute, I'm on Endor.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm on Endor.
Yes. No. Yes.
No.
He's so good.
I really needed this. I really needed this, you guys.
Can I board the Enterprise? Leslie, if you're not gonna... Okay.
If you don't know what you're talking about, and just...
Hilarious. Either way. Okay, so... The Speeder Trooper Speeder Chase, I thought was great. I thought it looked good. It like caught my attention. So I was like, oh yeah, this is what's up. Bet. Okay. My next like... I think I know what it means, but I wrote Skywalker family.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. But I think what it means is the fact that Leia is a Skywalker, which obviously I knew, and the audience didn't know until they said it when it first came out. But for me, I like the fact... I don't know why I wrote this, but I like the fact...
Because you liked it.
I do. I like the fact... Okay, I think, honestly, dislike and... something for the next movie. But dislike, I'm pretty sure I wrote this because of what people were saying about the new trilogy, the sequel trilogy. I'm almost certain I did. Because me and you were talking about it, and there were a lot of hints to her being force sensitive, quote unquote, bunny ears.
Because he tells her that she has it.
Yeah, and she's like, I kind of always knew. I felt it.
Luke's like, I have it. My father had it. My sister has it.
My sister.
Yeah.
After
Come here
kiss.
a minute.
Same.
Yeah.
So I think I wrote that because of that, and I hate people. So
same.
Yes, I like the Skywalker family. I think it's great.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with making 9 movies about one family. I'm okay with it.
When the family's as messed up and interesting, I'd
Thank
say,
you.
as this one.
Yeah. And it's not just always about them.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand. Again, which we'll get to it later, but I don't understand the naysayers for the sequel trilogy. Like, oh, it's just about them. Who do you want it to be about?
Right.
When Luke came on the screen, you were happy.
Yeah.
And now they're talking about the Skywalker family. You're like, well, this is too much. Pick a lane, people.
Pick a lane, Michael.
Pick a lane.
Pick a lane.
What do you?
I agree.
Either you want Skywalkers or you don't. Because if they would have took Luke and Leia out of it,
then you would have been like, oh, this isn't Star Wars. This is just another movie set in space.
Yes. It could have been Star Trek for all that matters.
Ugh.
Literally.
It would have been that boring.
Facts. Have you seen the new Star Treks?
Movies?
Yeah.
I saw the first one.
I saw the first one too.
And
I think I saw the second one.
Don't think I watched any of them after that. I do remember, I think the kid that played Chekhov died in a car crash, if I remember right.
I don't know who that is.
He was the Russian guy, the kid in the yellow shirt in the first one. I think he died in a car. I think like the actor died in a car crash.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
I could be mistaken, but I think that's what happened. But I only saw the first one because I like Star Wars way more than I like Star Trek.
I don't know anything about Star Trek. So I know Picard. I know Spock. And I know Kirk.
Okay, I was going to say, yeah, Shatner's got to be in there at some point.
I only know that because of the jokes about all of them later on. When Star Trek was airing, I was like, boring.
Oh, it's very... For me, it's not that interesting.
On TV?
Yeah.
Boring.
Yeah.
The only thing I really knew about Star Trek was Cable Guy. And it was amazing. I love it. Alright, let me stop.
Medieval times.
Okay, same. I love it.
You ever been to a medieval times, by the way?
I would never.
No?
I would never.
I've been to one once in Chicago as a child. As a kid, I thought it was great. As an adult, if you put me in the restaurant, it's like, how to eat with my hands? Let's go somewhere else.
No. I would never step foot in anything like that.
No?
No. I don't want to eat that close to horses.
That's fair.
Nah, I'm okay.
I mean, I was pretty far up, but yeah.
I don't.
That's fair.
No.
But they're not making your food.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't want to do any of that.
All right.
Don't like beer that much.
No.
I don't.
Well, I mean, I was a kid, so I couldn't have it anyway.
I don't want a leg of anything. No.
Yeah.
So, no.
That's fair.
Thank you, though. But no.
You didn't even go for a Cable Guy reference.
Nope, not even. It's too late for that.
There you go. Yeah, I was like, what's the Cable Guy? What's Cable?
Same.
Yeah. Who's Jim Carrey?
The streaming guy.
All right, I have to leave now.
Okay, my next it's a trap.
Streaming guy. Get the fuck out of here.
You like that?
I just got it.
Yes.
I like that.
That's all that matters.
I like that.
I love it. I'm kind of funny, guys.
Oh,
Chris is a talent, but
no.
I get my little jabs in there, here and there. I laugh at my jokes.
That was very good.
Let's sit in that for a minute because it was good. Chris laughed.
That
That's
marinade.
good.
It's just... yes.
Okay. All right. It's a trap. I put that as a what's his name?
Admiral Akbar.
Akbar.
Yes.
Admiral Akbar. He says it's a trap. It's amazing. I know that from all the memes before I ever saw this movie, from everyone says it and everything. And I used to say it all the time because I loved it. And then I was like, they were like, oh, it's from Star Wars. I'm like, what? I didn't even know. And there's a joke that I really love about it. It's not even about it. It's just a joke and it's funny, but I'll tell it to you. If anyone ever asks you to spell part A, don't do it because it's a trap. And I love it. I love it. It's so good. Either way, that's just what I like. It's not my joke.
Hey, what comes before part B?
Part A?
Part A.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Crickets. As it should be.
Oh, my.
We should have quit after streaming, guy. I just...
Oh, shit. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. My next I wrote Ewok ambush.
Yes.
That whole scene was pretty good. It was really entertaining. The Ewoks were destroying people. And I loved it. They were hitting people with sticks that looked like Boba Fett's stick from Mandalorian. I don't know if you saw that, but the one stick did. I was like, what is that?
Yeah, and those dudes didn't get up from that.
No,
in The Mandalorian or in this.
Every time anyone got hit with a stick, even when Leia softly hit that one guy, he died.
She it's brushed him real quick, and he was just gone. He disappeared.
Yeah.
I don't even think he fell down. I think he just vaporized.
Yeah, he took it like The Rock takes a stunner. He was like,
he did a backflip.
Hit the rope and everything.
The legs hit the rope and he bounced back.
Yeah. And then he disintegrated. Okay, I have one more like. The best lightsaber duel of the original trilogy.
Ooh.
By far. I enjoyed Darth Vader versus Luke Skywalker. Mm-hmm. And then when Luke Skywalker got mad and was hitting those home runs on Vader, he was out here like he was killing Gungans. Or not Gungans. Not Gungans.
Tusken Raiders.
Tusken Raiders. Oh, he was swinging for the fences. I was like, let that hate flow through you, Luke. Like, honestly, if it was my trilogy, Luke would have been bad for sure. But it is what it is. And then he chopped off Vader's arm.
You would have got that red saber at the end. Would you have gotten a red lightsaber by the end of your trilogy?
I like red. Yeah. I'm okay with red. Okay. I like the red lightsabers.
They always look cool.
Red, it goes, first off, can we rank lightsabers real quick?
Sure. Like colors or just like personal lightsabers? Because
personal lightsabers.
One and the same. You know what mine is. And I feel like yours might be the same.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. No. Okay.
As much as I want to say it is Mace Windu, it's not.
Yeah. Is it?
I'm gonna say Darth Maul.
Oh, yeah. That was gonna be my next guess. Either him or Kylo Ren was gonna be my next guess.
Kylo Ren's like number 2
because Maul's is sweet. And he's the only one with that.
He is. Well,
in the movies, at least.
Here's the thing. I was going to say number 3 is Vision Rey.
Yeah.
With the duel that folds.
The yellow?
Oh, no. She has one where she's fighting the dark side one. Right. And it folds up, like but it's like a duel.
One. Yeah.
That might be number 1. But it's sweet. Not real, so I can't. I mean, I'm making my own rules.
None of it's real. It's a movie. You can make it number 1.
But
it's your list.
Man, dual lightsabers are always going to be a win for me. The purple's cool because it's Mace Windu, but
my number 1's purple for Mace Windu because purple's my favorite color.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna give it to purple.
But regular lightsabers don't do it for me.
Now that I've had dual, I can't go back.
Listen, I had 2 duels, and then I had one that had what is those things called? The sword.
Yeah.
I know there's a name for it, and they say it. They don't say it in the movie, but I looked it up.
The crossguard thing.
Is that what it's called? Crossguard?
Or like a hilt or whatever.
Something.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That was pretty sweet.
And regular lightsabers are cool. The colors are fine. But Count Dooku's lightsaber was better.
Oh, his like crook handle.
That is amazing. Like this.
Yeah, it's a little coffee talk, you know.
I just watched that.
Like butter.
Like butter.
Like butter.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I heard you. By the way, since this is the first episode, we are recording after the new year.
We're through the looking glass.
The Office is not on Netflix anymore. I would tell you to go watch it, but Peacock decided that only the first and second season are free. You have to pay.
Was it like $4.99?
Too much. Doesn't matter.
So like the
a penny too much.
I think that's like the first step up from nothing is like $5. I think.
Yeah, but then there's like 3 different like plans.
Yeah, there's like free with ads and not everything watchable. Then there's paid with ads and everything watchable, and there's paid without ads, except on some things that they can't take them off of.
Yeah,
I think there might be another one.
Live. So here's the thing.
What?
There's a live too where you can watch sports. Like,
no,
but that's like like I said. So there's 3. Here's the thing. The Office is on those 2 though. I don't.
What?
Was that you? Oh, yeah, I was like, sorry. Oh my god, what is happening?
We're filming this in the bathroom, folks.
So the Office is on the tier system as well. So free episode 1 and 2, or season 1 and 2.
Okay.
Well, that'd be fucked up if it was episode 1 and 2. That'd be hilarious.
Right.
I would laugh.
Tease. I mean, those you'd get sensitivity training.
Is
episode.
Is it?
I want to say that's the second episode.
I think you're right. I could deal with that.
It's still awesome.
2 and 3. I would need 2 and 3.
Okay.
1 is okay, but that is the Jello episode though. Yeah, you're right. I'll take 1 and 2. Either way.
What's episode 3? Because I don't remember it.
I thought it was healthcare.
Oh, okay.
I'm the lion. You're dead.
You're dead.
Yes, that's my favorite. So the next step up for The Office is paid. I think all the seasons are watchable, but no background or no bloopers or something. No, like behind the scenes stuff. Oh. And then like the next one is like you get everything.
Dang.
I think if I looked at it correctly, I was like, wait a minute. So you're telling me that I can? No. I was like, no, I'm not watching The Office ever again. Then actually on Vudu, I should have bought it. I told my girlfriend I was gonna buy it, and I didn't. But on Vudu, they do. You can buy. It's just basically movies. There's free stuff, but it's like bullshit, like Sharknado 8. But like you can buy every movie on Vudu as well. Mm-hmm. Well, they also do sales and they do bundles. So like my sister bought. It's my sister's Vudu. My sister bought like. The entire Jurassic Park series.
Didn't she also buy that DC collection thing?
Yeah, she bought the DC.
We watched most of those?
That's how we watched those, the DC collection. They had on sale for 48 hours the entire seasons of The Office.
Individually or collectively?
All of them collectively.
How much was it?
$19.99.
What?
I should have bought it, huh?
Dang.
I know. I was like, I kind of should buy this.
Maybe they'll do it again.
Yeah, they do bundles a lot like that.
If it does come up again, would you buy it, do you think?
I think I'm going to go home tonight and look and see if it's still on sale. Because I think it was like yesterday.
Oh.
But yeah, they had a lot of stuff that was like bundles. And it was like 50% off. It was $19.99 and under for everything.
Dang.
So there was a whole bunch of different series. And I was like, oh man, like they got this, they got this. They had Parks and Rec. They had, a whole bunch of different things. And I was like, I don't know. And then we just watched a different movie. So I don't know where we were at, but I'm pretty sure I'm done with my likes. How about that?
All right, my turn.
You go. Oh, I was ranking lightsaber battles.
So yeah.
That was it. It's the best of the series.
All right. My likes. Jabba's palace, the whole thing. Okay. From like being in his palace to like at the gate when R2 and C-3PO are like trying to get in, and C-3PO was just scared shitless of everything inside. They're in the throne room and there's all these gangsters and dancer girls and bounty hunters, and there's like a live band, which would be immediately unpleasant to me because I hate live music.
You do?
If I'm not going to a concert, I don't care for live music. I don't want to go to a bar and hear live music. And I don't know why. Yeah. Why wouldn't I like that? For that same reason. For the same reason, you can't go to a bar anyway and not fucking hear the person you're sitting across from. Add on all the people talking and the music that's still playing in the bar anyway, and then throw live music on top of that. No thanks.
That's fair.
No thank you. So Jabba's Palace would not be fun for me, but it's fun to watch in a movie. Because there's also a fucking trap door that drops you into a monster lair.
Hey.
The Rancor was awesome. Yeah. They fed like 2 people to it, and it was great.
They did.
Tried to feed them 3. Didn't work out for the 3rd one.
Boom.
But Jabba's Palace was cool. The sail barge was also cool because you got to see R2-D2 serving drinks, and what?
No, I'm agreeing.
Oh, okay.
I'm just like, oh yeah, that did.
You got to see R2 serving drinks. Mm-hmm. Throughout the whole sequence, you got C-3PO. C-3PO got a lot of play in this movie. He got to be Jabba's interpreter, which mostly involved him talking shit to his friends.
Basically.
For Jabba the Hutt, being like, oh, well, he's going to kill you, or let's make a deal. Oh, he doesn't like your deal. And I'm going to get Ric Flair chopped because I told him you didn't like his deal. And I get woo! I just get fucking
what did I do?
What did I say? He gets chopped and disappears for a second, comes back up covered in green shit.
I was wondering where that came from. Is that what happened?
I'm guessing. Okay. Yeah, because he like chopped him in the chest and like he had it on his chest and like a little bit on his head.
Yeah, I was like,
he just got chopped and fell in some jello. I don't know.
I just left it. I was like, I don't care.
Ric Flair chopped him and he disappeared. But he's just talking shit to all his friends. because he had to, but he was probably enjoying it secretly because everyone just tells him to shut up all the time. So he was like, "Oh well,
fair.
You shut up,
sometimes,
Han, you blind bastard." Now for the next 20 minutes until you get your sight back, and then we're on uneven footing again. Yeah, Jabba's palace scene I really liked. Also the sail barge. Han and Chewie's reunion scene was great. Blind Han Solo gets thrown into the cell, and you just hear that little like. And he's like, Chewie? Immediately knows who it is. Mm-hmm. He gives him a big hug. He's like, I'm all right, pal. I'm all right. This is nice. Because that's kind of how they met to begin with. Was in a pit.
Fair.
In a dank pit.
Well, he was the Rancor.
Yeah, Chewie was the Rancor, and that's just they were supposed to eat him.
Yes.
I love that. I don't know. I always thought Jabba's palace was really cool because it's like in A New Hope. Also in the next one in Force Awakens, I love the scenes where they're like, here's just a bunch of weird looking fucking aliens. Only some of them really are important for you to look at, but you can look at all of them and you can see all the different characters. I remember a lot of the characters, not a lot. I remember one in particular character's name from this scene, Max Rebo. He was a blue fucking fat elephant looking dude who was playing the keyboard. During the band scenes. I still remember his name. I had an action figure, or I didn't have it. My oldest brother had an action figure of him when I was a kid, because they made toys out of everybody in these fucking movies. He had an action figure of him, and he had like this little floating piano thing that he sat in, and you could put him inside of it, and you could actually like push the keys on it. It didn't make any sounds, but like they went in, so it made me happy. I always liked his character. I thought he was cool. He didn't do anything important. He was of no consequence at all, but I thought he looked cool.
I got a question for you. Are you still on the Jabba's thing?
Kind of.
Okay, if you're still on,
I don't really. No. Like for that, like for likes, no.
If you're still on the Jabba, I'm gonna ask you at the end. But go ahead. At the end of Jabba's.
At the end of Jabba.
Yeah. What else you got?
Hit me.
You're done.
That's about it. Yeah.
Okay. So did you like the added scene? Because I know you don't necessarily like all the added scenes.
I didn't mind it because it helped set more atmosphere.
Right.
Because in the original, that scene still happens. There's just less of the CGI characters singing. In the original version, the big furry dude who looked straight out of Men in Black, he was not in it at all. And the yellow and green character, I think her name is Cy Snoodles or something, the one who was singing, she, I think, was a puppet or an animatronic character in the original. But in this one, she's like CGI, and she had like a lot more motion and everything. Yeah. But yeah, like the dancer girl, like there's two of them dancing out there, and Jabba's like, "Oh yeah, baby, shake it, madam, capital knockers," and he drops the bitch in a hole.
Does.
And it kind of, in this one, they like drew it out a little more, so you got to see like just more of what was going on in the club. You got to see Boba Fett stroking some chins in the background of all the other girls, all the background singers.
Wait, was that new too?
Yeah, I think that was new.
I like that
because they were doing the background singing. And then I think it was like right after the scene, he's like, hey, he doesn't say anything, but he gives her that little like caress of the chin. That's like,
he's
hey,
like,
baby,
I need to make a clone.
If I wasn't wearing a full suit of armor right now,
you can't see my face.
You might see what I looked like.
Fair.
And that would be against some other crazy person's religion, not mine, because I'm not a real Mandalorian.
Same.
Like
my father before me.
I like the scene because I thought it set a good atmosphere of like, oh, this is where he has fun, but he's still like a crime boss, and you should still fear him, because if he felt like it and you were standing in a very specific spot on the floor, he would kill you.
That's fair.
But no, I did like it.
Okay.
Because with the extended, the original scene was fine, but with the extended scene, I think that helped set more atmosphere, because you also got to see those characters react to somebody dying in the middle of their song. They're like, oh, she dead.
And you're going back.
Yeah, and then they go right back to it.
That's fair.
I liked it. Okay. Next, like, real quick, John Williams, because he's always going to be a like for me. The music was great, especially in this one. The Ewok themes, when they were doing their shit. I love that little, like, fluty.
Yeah, you're humming
really
along.
Good. Oh, I was humming along. Every time you looked over, I was like, oh, he probably hates this, but I can't stop it.
It was the whole movie. You're humming
the entire movie. I was humming the songs. I was saying the fucking lines, because I'm the worst person to see a movie with.
No. It was fun because I'm like, is this? I was like, this is how I am with Scott Pilgrim and The Office.
Kind of how I am also with Scott Pilgrim and The Office and Parks and Rec.
Yeah,
and the Arrested Development and Community. But,
what else are we going to do?
Watch it quietly?
No.
Never.
No, thank you. What was I watching yesterday. I was watching something and I was just like saying it 10 minutes beforehand, and I was like, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I was watching a Dave Chappelle stand-up that I've seen a million times.
Nice.
It's on Prime. It was Killing Them Softly. Have you ever seen that stand-up?
Was it on Netflix at some point?
No, this isn't. It's not new. It came out in like 2000.
I might have.
It's a one where he talks about the baby on the corner. I don't know if you've seen that one. He's the baby dealing crack or something.
Yeah, I think I did see that because
Yes.
I think my brother like had it on DVD from somebody
Years
at some
ago.
point. It might even been like a bootleg DVD of it.
I downloaded that when I was in high school, so I took my computer to. Or no, I downloaded it when I was in college, and I had a shitty computer. I had like the computer, not the monitor. What's the other part? Of the
Tower.
It wasn't a tower. It was the monitor sat on top of it was like flat, like it was one of the ones where you put a floppy disk in.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a off-brand in 2004. Like,
okay.
My sister-in-law's phone company that she worked for, were giving away old computers. Like it was like a 91 or something. Like it was super old. Well, I downloaded a whole bunch of movies on that because I didn't have anything else because I was poor. So like I just watched stuff from I told you about it. I downloaded it off fucking their bandwidth,
LimeWire.
And so Dave Chappelle, I downloaded all the seasons of Chappelle Show, and I downloaded all his stand-ups.
Nice.
And I would watch those every day. And so, like, me and my girlfriend were watching the stand-up, and I'm just like, get off the corner, baby. And she's like, what? Get off the corner, baby. She's like, I was like, hey, listen, this is what you get.
You're going to love this in a few minutes.
Exactly. So,
when he says it, it's fine.
Yeah, right. Like,
when I say it, it's not funny and it has no context. When he does it as part of a stand-up routine, suddenly it's hilarious.
Same. Exactly. Exactly. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you're good. R2-D2 and C-3PO, always going to be likes for me, especially in this movie because C-3PO was literally the golden god of the Ewoks at one point. And when he was like, oh, they think I'm a god. Oh, well, flex that a little bit. Try to get us out of this. Oh, I can't do that, sir. It's against my programming to impersonate a deity. Well, do it or we're going to die. I can't. Sorry. Can't do it. Just can't. And Luke's like, oh, tell me to use your magic. I don't have any magic.
They
idiot.
won't believe me.
I don't have any magic. I couldn't possibly. And he just uses the Force and starts fucking floating him. And he is terrified.
Oh, yeah.
I had all of those Star Wars miniature figures I had back in the day. There was one of an Endor set, and it had a little fucking C-3PO, like tiny, this big, and his arms were up in the air, sitting in that chair.
That's hilarious.
And there was nothing I could do with him because he didn't fit in anywhere.
That's hilarious.
Anywhere else outside of that set. But
That's
I had
fair.
like a standing C-3PO with like a little platform that you would stand on. You could move him around and everything. But that one's like, it's him in a chair. Great. Professor X, C-3PO. Thanks.
Professor 3PO. The funny thing about that is, after Luke puts him down, he goes, I did that. Or he says something like,
I never knew I had it in me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's tired. He's
like
tired.
he took credit for it. I was like, you didn't even.
I love it. I love C-3PO. He's a goober. Also, R2-D2 was tasering everything that moved in this movie. He was zapping Ewoks. He was breaking chains. He zapped that little fucking, I think his name's Salacious Crumb, that was eating C-3PO's eyeball on Jabba's ship. And I said it to you during the thing, and I'll say it now. Prequel trilogy R2, especially Revenge of the Sith R2, would have burned that whole fucking place down.
Burn it down.
He would have puked oil all over him and just activated his jets, and everyone would have been fucking dead.
Should have burnt this place down when I had a chance.
When I had the chance. No one would have walked away from that thing. Bib Fortuna wouldn't have been in Mandalorian because he would have been a fucking burn victim. He would have been dead.
Trilogy.
But yeah, thank you, Original Trilogy, for taking away R2's killer instinct instead of the zappy a little bit.
Fair.
Which that part would be inherited by another droid in the future. The zapping, at least. Little BB-8
Oh yeah, he does.
zaps a couple people.
Yeah, he
And then he
does.
turns into a fucking coin Gatling gun at some point. We'll get there.
Okay.
In Last Jedi.
Oh, okay.
He's like shooting coins at somebody in front of Benicio del Toro. After they get out of the prison cell.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Okay.
The whole thing of Endor, for one, was great. Like you said, the speeder bikes was amazing. The Ewoks versus the Empire was incredible because it gave you it gave you it gave you a little bit of both sides, because there were parts where, the Ewoks are destroying them. They got bows and arrows, and they're shooting these people to death who are wearing armor, but that armor can't stand up to shit, so it makes sense. They were bashing them with rocks. They were hitting them with sticks. They were bashing them with sticks on rocks. And then you saw the not so effective parts, where they were on hang gliders dropping rocks on the ATST walkers that were just bouncing off, nothing happening, or they were holding out the ropes to try to trip the fucking things. They were getting dragged around every time it took a step. Hilarious. They had the bolos that they were like swinging and knocking out the troopers with, but little Warwick Davis, Wicket, his character, takes it right in the face, just like Sonic and those nunchucks. Eats it and goes down.
Love it.
Then you also got to see, what is it, the one sitting on the foot of the thing, like hacking at it with like a stone tomahawk, not doing anything. And then they start dying.
Yeah, they die.
Like some of them were getting shot, and there's this big explosion, and like there's two of them running. Boom. One of them gets up, grabs the other one's hand, doesn't move. Goes back and checks on him, doesn't move, and he just gets real fucking sad and makes that sad Ewok sound that still makes me sad. And I was like, oh man.
That's fine.
If you would have looked over, you would have seen a sad face on my face, because I was just like,
yeah,
man, still makes me sad. But then they got right back to killing them.
Yeah, they did.
When they were fucking chopping logs that they had hanging up, and they were just symboling the shit out of those walkers, crushing their heads. They cut loose the logs, and they were tripping them up.
That was great.
The one little bastard stole the speeder bike and let off like 5 troopers, and then grabbed a vine, and like Donkey Kong swung away and was never seen again. Chewie and those two
Did
of
my
them.
part. I'm out.
Chewie with those 2 Ewoks. Tarzan swinging through Tarzan swinging through the forest, and dropping those dudes out of there, and then riding that other walker around, just busting them up. Great. I love the whole thing. Han again, thinking he's smooth shit, fucking everything up, and then getting it right because everyone else helps him. Leads his little attack. Everything's going great. Then it goes to hell because the Empire is more prepared than they are. And he's like, I'll hotwire it. Oh, here comes R2. He'll open up the door. Gets shot. I'll hotwire it. Undoes any progress that they've done by closing another fucking blast door on the thing. Hilarious. Hilarious.
Facts.
That was awesome. The space dogfight going on the whole time with Lando. Lando really stepped up.
He did.
Leading that whole thing.
I agree.
With his cape. And he was the gold leader. He wasn't red leader. He wasn't blue leader. He wasn't yellow, green, rogue, black, white, silver. He was gold leader.
Sword.
And
He was
had a
gold.
Cape. And he had a cape. And he looked good. And he was flying his ship, the Millennium Falcon. And he blew up the fucking Death Star.
He did.
Lando did it.
Yeah.
With his goofy co-pilot, whose name I don't remember how to say properly. It's like Neon or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. He was great.
Couldn't point him out of a lineup.
Admiral Akbar doing the It's a Trap thing fits right in there with it.
So good.
They were point blank in Star Destroyers. It was great. Loved it. I'm going to give it a like because it comes up later. When Luke tells Leia that she can use the Force. And she's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, why can't I do that? And everybody fucking forgets about this in 2 movies' time.
And they call themselves fans.
Even in 1 movie's time. Yeah. We'll get to that when we get to that. But Luke tells her she can probably use the Force because he says, I have it. My father had it. My sister has it. And she's like, oh, shit. I'm your sister. I have the Force?
Well, first she was like, I'm your sister. Oh, we kiss. I have the Force?
Hey, you want to do it again? I can use the Force. Hey.
More importantly.
Hey, come here a minute. And yeah, when he tells her she can use the Force, she's kind of like, oh, okay. And I'm going to give it a like because some people apparently don't care for that when it comes up in the future. But when it's in the original trilogy, it's fine. But when it's in the sequel trilogy, you better not have mentioned it ever. So I'm going to give it a like for spite. I'm going to give it a spite like. And aside from just the rest of the movie in general, those are my likes because I really like this one also. I really like this movie. If you couldn't tell from me humming and singing and saying the lines and doing little dances to everybody's fucking theme songs, I like this movie a lot. So those are my likes. I could keep going on, but that's it.
That's fair.
Dislikes.
Okay. Who's going first? You want me to go first?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Let me get comfortable.
I only have 3.
Woo.
But they're doozies.
Yeah.
Kind of slow to start.
Okay.
The whole first hour, I was like, okay.
So everything I liked, the Jabba's palace scene.
I like some things in it, but I was like, okay, I'm over this. I was like, I get it. It's just maybe I shouldn't look at Star Wars as an action movie, but it's called Star Wars.
Star Wars. It's not called Star Talk.
It's not.
It's pretty close to Star Trek, which is a lot of what happened on that show.
There was a lot of tracking in this one too. I just was like, okay, all right, we get it. He's in carbonite. Let him out now. Because I knew it was gonna happen, and I whatever. Honestly, once they got to the Sarlacc pit, I was like, all right, here we go. And then
it does really pick up there.
And then there was more talking, and I was like, all right. And then we went back to Dagobah, and in the last episode, I was like, I don't care about Dagobah.
I hate this place.
Honestly, I don't understand. Okay, let's say 2 things. I don't understand why Yoda was so popular back in the day. Prequel trilogy Yoda, got it.
Oh, of course.
Easily, Yoda's the best person. It goes Yoda, Obi-Wan, Darth Vader, not Count, what's his name? Grievous, Maul. And so half those people are bad, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah, most of those people are bad guys.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Just because they're bad guys doesn't mean they're bad guys.
Same. But Yoda is so goddamn annoying in these original. I just don't get it.
That's fair, because when I first saw the original trilogies, I was for one terrified of him.
Yeah.
But after seeing the prequel trilogies and then watching these ones, I have a better appreciation of Yoda.
Yeah, that's fair. I have appreciation
standalone. Yeah, that's fair.
I have an appreciation for Yoda in general.
Yeah. Wink.
I don't like 900-year-old Yoda.
No,
he's Yoda.
You like about 875-year-old Yoda.
Yes. He's spry,
he was
spring chicken.
Doing flips and shit.
Yeah.
Knocking people out with a wave of the hand.
He wasn't just like, I'm dying. I really don't. I feel like Aaron. Off The Office.
I don't get it.
Yoda thinks he's a 40 out of a 40, and he's not. Can he cook or something? I don't get it. Is he funny?
Yoda can cook, apparently. He's capable of cooking. Doesn't mean you can cook.
This is either the greatest thing of Luke's life or he's making a huge mistake. Either way. I just don't. But I get it. I get the lore of him.
Yeah.
Prequel. Which I saw first.
Yeah.
So that also, I was like, oh, I know who Yoda was as a child, I'm sure. Or the story of him. I'm like, oh yeah, Yoda's is badass. Prequel trilogies, which I saw first, I was like, Yoda's is badass.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, the first time I watched the number 4, New Hope, I was like, no Yoda. Luke doesn't find out it's his dad. I was like, what's the point of this movie? Yeah. I really didn't get it.
Who's this old bastard playing Obi-Wan who doesn't do any flips?
Same.
It's a lame-ass twirl.
I was like, this is trash. I really hated it. My opinion didn't change. But anyway.
Doesn't have to.
So then, prequel trilogy Yoda, I was like, okay, great. So I was like, man, okay, I see why people like Yoda. Empire Strikes Back, I was like, wait. What?
Who is this pasty
He doesn't
old
even yield a lightsaber.
No.
Either way.
You left it behind when he went into exile. Apparently.
I don't know where I was at, but it was slow. So, we went back to Dagobah, and then after Dagobah, we went to...
There was the meeting. The war meeting.
Yep.
And then the whole little shuttle thing, and then Endor.
Shuttle.
When they were on the ship, and Luke's like, I'm endangering the mission, I shouldn't have come. And they had to give them the code.
I was kind of interested then. I was like, okay.
And Han tells Chewie to fly casual. Love it. Because I know there have been times where I've criticized George Lucas's ability to write dialogue. That was not one of those times. He was great. He was spot on in that one.
That's fair.
Fly casual.
So
anytime Han has dialogue, it's pretty good. Honestly.
That's fair.
Other characters, not so much.
That's fair. So, yeah. Then after that, when we get to Endor, things really rev up. And I was like, all right, cool. Speaking of Endor, my next dislike. I don't give a shit about Ewoks.
I know.
I just don't care.
I know.
I don't know. I'm not, to be honest, guys, I'm not a pet guy. I'm barely a child guy. And I'm just a cranky, cantankerous bastard. And I just don't.
And we love you for
They're
it.
not cute.
Some of them I didn't think were. Yeah. Some of them were definitely hard to look at.
Oh, never mind. I'm not going to say it. Not going to say it.
Warwick Davis's one I thought was fine.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Wicket was fine.
That's fair.
The little baby one in the basket, fine. Some of
I
them
thought
have-
the babies were ugly.
That's fair. Some
The
of them
little
had
ones?
blood red eyes and were kind of scary.
Yeah.
I feel like I know what you want to say. I feel like I know exactly which one you're talking about, or you want to talk about, but I won't drag it out of you.
That's fair. So, Wicket. Then there's also one that was, I think, in the. Was it in the, what is it called? ATST?
Mm-hmm.
Blackett. I don't know its name.
It's my favorite Ewok, Al Jolson.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
either
I
way.
know. Yeah,
I quit.
As soon as you.
I
yeah.
quit. I couldn't say. I was
Yeah, I
trying
knew
to
which
hold
one
it
you were
in.
talking
I couldn't.
about.
I just don't care. They had a good scene.
That's fair.
They had a good ambush. Why are they doing the celebration on Endor? But whatever. I don't care. So that's why I don't like them.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, what I wrote was Ewoks.
Yeah.
EH.
Walks.
Same. So, okay. I wrote this. I think it was. Okay, if I remember correctly, they were down on Endor. What was happening not on Endor?
Luke
Was it a Death Star?
was on the Death Star with Vader and the Emperor, and
Oh, the gunfight.
Lando was
Or
up
the
in
dog
space
fight.
with everybody.
I don't know why. Maybe I just hated this movie. I don't know, but I wrote slow all around. But that's not necessarily true. So to be fair, yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Those are my dislikes.
Okay.
There's nothing huge, but honestly, I understand now why people say Empire Strikes Back was better,
Okay.
because it definitely is, for sure.
That's fair.
Absolutely. There's a lot more action in Empire Strikes Back. There's a ton of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
So those are my dislikes. And there you go.
I only wrote down one, and I don't. It's not the character's fault. I feel like you know what it is just from that, but you might not. I wrote down Boba Fett
Oh yeah.
because
I almost wrote that down, but I was like, I kind of liked it.
I kind of liked it, but I also kind of didn't, just because I don't understand how so many people thought he was such an amazing character just from these movies where he didn't do much.
Yoda, same. Literally, Boba Fett and Yoda do nothing.
Yeah.
And they were super popular.
But Yoda didn't get killed by a blind guy by accident.
No.
Because Boba Fett, like,
died.
his whole deal is he looks awesome, and he wears the hell out of that armor, and he looks very menacing, and he flies a cool ship, and he tracks Han Solo and everybody in Empire. But in Return of the Jedi, he schmoozes up some background singers, and then he points a gun at Luke, which he gets cut in half immediately with his fucking lightsaber. He snares Luke up with his little tripwire wrist launcher, cuts out of that immediately, and then blind Han Solo says, Boba Fett, where? Turns around, and in doing so, bumps into him with that fucking whacking stick, hits him in his jetpack, which causes him to launch into the side of Jabba's ship and fall down into the Sarlacc pit, in the pit of Carkoon, and get eaten by the Sarlacc, where he would remain until The Mandalorian would reveal that he was alive, or until Parks and Rec would reveal that he was alive.
Patton Oswalt.
Yes. But even though the expanded universe, like all those books and everything, back in the day, like wrote that he was alive. So I mean, based on that, yes. But based on his appearance alone in these movies, he got a lot of love for just looking cool and doing nothing. And I don't get it. So it's I don't even know if I can call it a dislike. He goes out like a chump. For the purposes of the movie, he's dead.
Yeah.
And he goes out like a bitch. Whether he, but I also really like Han Solo, and he can bumble his way in and out of any situation, apparently. He can talk his way into something and not be able to talk his way out of it, as we have seen in the past and will see in the future. So I don't know. I'm calling it a dislike just because I don't really get the whole thing.
Listen,
everybody loves this guy for why? At this point, why?
Same reason as Yoda. Literally, Yoda and Boba Fett are equal to me at this point.
Yeah. Like, in this context of, like, just original trilogy?
Just,
I agree.
what did they do?
Yeah.
Et
What have
cetera,
you
et
done
cetera.
for me lately?
Same. Like, nothing. And honestly, The Mandalorian, made me like Boba Fett.
Yeah, same. Because I already thought he was cool looking. And, like, I had, like, little toys of him and everything as a kid. I was like, okay, I can have better imagination adventures with him than I saw him have in that movie. And in mine, he doesn't get killed accidentally by a blind dude.
Fair. Here's my thing, though. Jango Fett.
Mm-hmm.
Way better than Boba Fett. In the prequels. The reason why, his ship was better. He did more things. Yeah. That bomb he let off.
The seismic charge.
Like, I love it. I'm like, okay, that's a good ship. That's a good ship.
Yeah.
You can do some good shit with that. Yeah. But, like, and then his fight with Obi-Wan, it's like, oh, okay, he's not that bad. Obi-Wan got his ass kicked a little bit. Obi-Wan didn't really want to fight, but whatever. He won, like, 2 most important ones, I guess, but still. But, yeah, that's... Who did Boba fight? Nobody.
No, yeah, he didn't get, like, a cool... Like, let's say, like, to use the term, like, a hero moment, or, like, a hero scene, even though he's a bad guy. He didn't get, like, his moment to be like, oh, this dude's awesome.
Right.
And for so many people to love this character so much, I was just kind of like, oh.
Yoda.
Why, though? See? And same thing for Yoda. Like, they gave him... He says his backstory in Empire when he's talking to, like, Ghost Obi-Wan, who's not seen, and kind of Luke is like, I held council, a Jedi council. Well, I decided who would be trained, and, like, I was a general and this and that. And you're like, oh, okay, show me more of that. And then they do, and it's great.
Oh, amazing.
Because there's like spin-off things about Boba Fett, and there's all this other stuff. He's cool, especially in The Mandalorian. He's badass.
Oh, he's so good.
He's old and grizzled,
badass.
And he's
fat.
Bad.
I love it.
He's a bad man. He was crushing those, literally crushing stormtroopers with that staff.
So good.
He was bashing. Their helmets were exploding. He was bashing them to pieces, and he was awesome. And then he put on the armor.
Yeah.
He did that without the helmet, without the suit. He just had a stick and a gun.
That's fair.
And he was beating ass.
That's fair.
If he'd done more of that in these movies, I would have like, Boba Fett's cool from the jump. Instead of like, oh, that dude looks cool. He can't do anything, though, apparently.
Here's the thing about the looking cool part, too. His helmet looks nice.
You don't like the armor?
It's like war-torn, and it's kind of janky.
Yeah, it is pretty beat up. I mean, his helmet's pretty beat up, too.
I didn't really like it. The color was shitty.
You like the Mandalorian version better?
Way better.
Same. Yeah, like that orange and green gray.
Like before he got his Beskar, I was like, man, Mandalorian looks like shit. Got that Beskar, I was like, wait a minute, rolling like a pimp. I was like, Michael Gary Scott,
get that paper.
Yeah.
Looking good.
I was like, oh, okay, this is what the Mandalorian is supposed to look like. I did not care about Boba Fett for the longest time. I didn't know the difference between Boba and Jango. Mm-hmm. And then when Jango died, I was like, wait, who's Boba? And they was, oh, the kid?
Yep.
I was like, oh, wait, is he in the original trilogy? Again, I saw 4, and I was like, I don't see Boba Fett. He
wasn't in that one.
Don't see Yoda. He didn't know it was his dad. They didn't know they were brothers and sisters. The Emperor never showed up.
Nope.
Literally, I'm like, what is this? Yeah. Again,
that's
to
fair.
Go back. I'm done.
But that's my dislike, and it's not even. It's hard to call it a dislike because I'm just. It's more a question of why.
Why?
But
it's a great dislike.
Because I still enjoy the scene.
That's
When he gets bopped and he goes out, I laugh at it every time.
It's funny.
Because also blind Han Solo saves Lando's life.
Fair.
He's like pointing a gun at the tentacle thing that's got him. He's like, I thought you were blind. No, it's better.
I can see better now.
I can see a lot better now.
Aim higher.
A little higher. A little higher. Boom. Hits the dead center.
All right. I
Great.
love it.
Hilarious.
Same.
That's it's not even dislike. I can't even, I'll call it one. Just for the purposes of the episode.
I dislike it.
But that's all mine.
That's
all I got.
I'll dislike it enough for both of us.
That's all I really have.
Okay. So, Slushie Meter. I feel like you want me to go first.
I'll go first if you want. I'll give it a 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bet.
Because I really like it. It's a 4.
Fair. My turn now?
Yeah.
I don't remember what I gave any of these things.
I don't either.
But I feel like I gave number 4 a 3. I feel like I gave the other one a 3.5. I'm going to go 3 again.
Okay.
So what is this, Return of the Jedi?
Yeah.
3. Yeah, that's it.
That's fair.
I didn't really care. I knew it was...
You're just holding out to get to the next one.
Same.
I feel like the whole thing for you is the prequel and sequel trilogies. And that's fine.
It might go...
But
if you want me to be honest, it might go 4, 4.5, 4 half. If I had to guess right now.
For the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, for the next 3.
Oh, okay.
Those are the 3.
Nice.
4, 4.5, 4.
Okay.
0.25-ish. I don't know if it's 4 or 5 worthy. But it kind of is, though. There's so much in the law. There's so much in the last one.
I'm very excited to watch that again. Because at this point, I've only seen it the one time in the theaters.
I don't think you're going to write anything down. You're just going to be watching it.
I'm probably just going to be enjoying it.
I'm telling you. It's
like,
so
oh,
good.
shit. I am not prepared for this episode.
So good.
I'll have to rewatch it as we're recording. So it's just going to be me like, oh my God. It's going to be Lucille Bluth reacting to Gene Parmesan for an hour. Gene! Is that you?
I love all my children. No. I hate Joe.
I never cared for Joe. I don't care for
Say
Joe.
it.
I don't care for Ray.
I'm going to say 3. Oh.
No, it's...
Oh, I was like, oh.
No, that's fans talking.
Yeah. So many more people more than Ray that I don't care for the black guy or the Asian girl or because we're Star Wars fans and people are shitty. That's not Keith talking. That's Star Wars shitty fans. Either way, 3.
Not bad.
It's not on the same level as New Hope, but
it's like a better 3.
It's yeah, fair. I don't want to go low. I don't actually. You know what? I think I gave A New Hope a 4. I mean a 2.5.
I was gonna say you definitely didn't give it a 4. Yeah, because I think I said
2.5.
I think you said 2, and then I was like, "This isn't Birds of Prey," and you're like, "No, you're right, 2.5."
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I was thinking about Michael. Like, hold on, Cynthia. I said 4. I was like, not a 4. Wait a minute. I messed that all up.
What's up, Cynthia?
So 2.5. But I kind of feel like I gave the last one I had to give it a 3.5. I didn't give it a 4. I had to give it a 3.5. So yeah, this is 3. So 2.5, 3, 3.5.
That's fair.
I'm cool with that.
Because I'm pretty sure I gave Empire a 4, and I'm going to give this one a 4 also, even though it's hard for me to choose which one I like more. Between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. It's hard. I want to say it might be Return of the Jedi.
Really?
Yeah.
I could have sworn before we started you said Empire.
Because but I just watched it too, so it's hard to say.
Fair.
Because
That's
there's a
fair.
lot of things. I mean, I was doing a lot of the same stuff during both movies. I was like singing the music and saying the lines. So I was like, all right, they're both really good.
Yeah.
But I'm going to score them even because that way I don't have to choose a favorite child.
Now, what did we do at the end of the prequel trilogy? Didn't we rate them?
Well, like in order?
Yeah.
It is a tie for first between Empire
So
and
1, 1, 3?
Return of the Jedi.
Okay. 1A, 1B?
Yes.
Who gets 1A?
Let's go alphabetically speaking. It's going to be Empire Strikes Back. No, it's not. It's if I'm going to put them in order, it's going to be Return of the Jedi #1, Empire Strikes Back #2,
Really?
New Hope #3. Yes, and it might just be because we just watched Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
But for a long time, Return of the Jedi was my favorite.
That's fair.
Because I just like all the different aliens and the gangster nightclub setting of Jabba's palace and the forest scenes. Yeah, I'm going to go with Return of the Jedi as my favorite.
Perfect.
Not because I dislike. It's Starburst all over again. A New Hope is the pink Starburst in this situation. Return of the Jedi is the orange one.
Oh, okay.
And Empire Strikes Back is the red one. Yes.
Nice. Good job.
Slash yellow. Because I really like yellow also.
I just had to pause.
And there's more than 3 flavors of Starburst in the original pack.
3, 2, 1. New Hope.
Lowest.
Empire Strikes Back is 2. Oh no! I'm sorry. Return of the Jedi is 2, and Empire Strikes Back is 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
I can't wait till we get to the end and I can rank them all 1 through 11.
Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna have to get like a pen and paper for that one again, like we did with the DC one, just so I can like chalk them off.
Tell you the first 4 right now.
Like lowest 4 or highest 4?
Both, honestly. The middle is where it gets murky.
Yeah.
No, not really. No, I can tell you right now all 11, honestly, if I needed to.
Ooh.
I could. I honestly could.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, because there's the 2 non-numbered ones also.
Yeah, for sure. I could easily.
be
I can
some
give you
outliers
I can
here.
give you the bottom 6 right now.
I would love to hear it, but
We can wait.
okay, yeah,
Okay, so that's it.
yeah.
The original trilogy is over. I'm not happy about it. You're happy about it.
Aw,
No, but seriously,
I'm not unhappy about it because there's still more Star Wars movies
so
to come.
much more Star Wars movies to come.
It's like 8 more hours of Star Wars movies.
Yes, way more than that. But yeah, you're probably right. So either way, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Then that was the original trilogy. Also, the Return of the Jedi that we just reviewed. I gave it a 3. You gave it a 4. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Next up is The Force Awakens, number 7. Can't wait.
Look forward to that.
Next week.
Yes.
Also, 5 minutes from now. Okay, let me just get out of here. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. Make sure you follow us on YouTube at Slushie Review and Instagram at Slushie Review Podcast. Like and subscribe, please. Other than that, this has been Keith
And Chris.
and we will see you next time.